there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna unmute, like, everyone else. Alright, there we go. Hi, friends. Hi, stream. Wait, did you guys mute yourselves? Because now I can't hear
No.
you. Okay.
No, we weren't talking. We were just waiting.
This is my
We're
first
so
time
good at
streaming
this.
with you, so I didn't know what the rules were. Like if you
I
had like a
just
special
deafened so
intro you
you
wanted
guys
to
could
do or
keep
something like that.
talking.
Oh, I
The
didn't know
minute
that's
you
how
deafened,
deafening
the
works.
second you deafened, we were just like, okay, I guess we're not talking then. All right.
That's why I did it, so you guys could talk. We're good at this. Alright, so anyway, hi, stream. What we're gonna be doing tonight, because this is my normal dev night, is testing out a playbook that I'm writing. Wait, I don't need to tell you guys this, you know. I'm gonna stop pushing the talk. We're gonna be testing out a playbook for Monsterhearts First Edition called the Deified, that's going to be based on the comic The Wicked and the Divine by Jamie McKelvie and Kieran Gillen. Mostly because one day I was like, hey, I wonder if I could hack Godbound to play The Wicked and the Divine. And Jamie McKelvie was like, oh, no, 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 no. If I were ever to make The Wicked and the Divine, it would be in Monsterhearts. Which got me thinking, and I was like, but what if I just take the two and put them together? So now we're here. I'm doing the first step. I'm making the playbook for Monsterhearts first. And then next step will, once we've got something that's kinda stable, will be hacking Godbound's miracles or gifts so I can make miracles from the Wicked and the Divine. But I think we should have everyone introduce themselves and their characters all in one shot. Let's start with not I can't tell if Gabe's camera isn't frozen. I
Nope,
saw
let's
you
see how
swallow,
long
you
I can hold it.
motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, let's start with Gabe.
Well,
Tell us
hello.
about you, and then tell us about Evelina.
What, like, it,
Who the
how's it
fuck
go?
is
Like
you?
ASL? What?
Who
No?
the fuck is you?
Uh, me, Gabe. Hi.
Hi, Gabe.
And I am a avid Coca-Cola fan, as we can all see here. But, yeah. Nothing really to tell about me, except that I love the RPGs, and I've been playing with this crazy kid over here and there and everywhere for a while now. God, how long have you been playing games, Mads? Like a year and a half? Something like that? It's been a while.
Yeah, like almost since I found Adam.
It's been about a year then.
Like, yeah, a year.
Whew. Time flies, does it not?
Cause like, you made the Discord like almost a year ago now, right?
I think so.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it was a year ago, because I remember it was a year because of TLC, which for you non-wrestling fans out there is hell. Which is different from Hell in a
Technically
Cell.
it's not hell. Hell is Hell in a Cell.
It's
And
like
whatever-
Hell version 2. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's Hell 2 Electric Boogaloo.
okay.
You knew it would happen. Anyway.
Yeah, but let's talk about Evelina and her infinite edginess. So I guess do I just talk about skin and look and origin and stuff like
yeah,
that?
like
And
your
what
look, your
doesn't?
origin, you can go over your moves and like what you picked for your stats if you want. Because we did most of character creation off screen, you guys.
Yeah, we did all that off screen. Totally not just adding my +1 right now as we speak. And nobody heard that mouse click. Nope. But yeah, so I'm playing Evelina Nevermore, playing a witch who is going to be edgy with smirking eyes. And the moves that I chose, I automatically got sympathetic tokens and hex casting, which means I can use the tokens to then cast cool or usually disturbing hexes, as I found out. First time I'm playing this playbook, by the way, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. My two hexes that I chose were Wither and Illusions. Do you want me to go over those in detail, or you just want to see what happens?
I mean, I'm so on point that I got them on screen right now.
Oh, snap. I don't have the stream on my other screen right now, but I do have Twitch popped up. I have the chat.
I also have the chat.
I'm checking on that. And my third extra move, I've kind of been going back and forth on it, but I think I'm going to go transgressive magic. Because if we're gonna magic weird. And we're gonna magic hard. And fast. And strong.
Yeah, all that.
There's a song reference in there if nobody caught
it. I didn't quite catch it, but that's okay. That's cool. It's alright.
I think it's a Daft Punk song or something like that.
Oh, you mean harder, better, faster, stronger, which is completely different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the punk Daft. Absolutely.
Right. So, Luna, tell us about Wendy.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, my family. Okay. So Wendy is a mortal. Oh yeah, my name's Luna. I've known Gabe and Mads for a while. Gabe slightly longer, and yeah. Okay. Anyway, Wendy is a mortal, which means like she's super like codependent and stuff, and like I tried to emphasize that and like make her a hot mess, so I added my +1 to hot, so she has like 2 hot and negative cold, negative volatile, and dark. And anyway, I chose the moves mess with me, mess with them, and down the rabbit hole because of, I don't know, they just seemed like they'd be interesting to play with. Like, oh yeah, and I have to take True Love, which makes me obsessed with one character. Should I elaborate on anything, or?
Maybe you should talk about who you're obsessed with.
Oh right, yeah.
Well,
I thought I should wait for.
Yeah, we'll do backstory,
Okay.
which is when you establish that.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, Adam.
Alrighty. Hey, I'm Adam. I'm also known on the internet as Dark Lavender Void. I have a Patreon where I am trying to release some games I'm making, particularly one which is getting renamed to Mortally Bankrupt. It's a game where you're reality home renovators in a world where you're watched by evil gods and crap who used to be angels and demons but were secretly evil all along, and it's pretty great. I've been working on that game for like 10 months now. I kind of had the idea a year ago, but I've been actually playtesting for 10 months, and I love that game to death.
Borderly bankrupt. Story of my life.
Pretty much. And the character I'll be playing is Desna, who, if you are keen with Pathfinder lore, yes, it is that Desna, uh, the goddess of stars, dreams, travel, and crap. Yeah, I'm playing an incarnation of that because I am playing the playbook being tested, so I am that thing. I have languid, shining eyes, and I am a trans boy. And I took the move #blessed, which means when I bless someone, it actually works because, chaotic good deities and all that crap. And the move that I have to take is called Talking Body, where I'm speaking with the voice of a god to speak to a crowd to like give them a message that they gotta understand. Yeah.
And I think just for the stream, I'm gonna explain the two moves that you took and where they came from within the comic. So,
Please do.
by the way, everyone, I really should have made a thing for this. Spoiler alert. So Talking Body, which isn't actually a spoiler alert, we're totally good there. Talking Body comes from the fact that these gods, in order to inspire people, which is supposed to be their entire purpose, have live performances, like a giant concert, or like small intimate club shows, however they choose to like manifest this concert, where they speak. And in the comic it's called tongues, but when you actually like see the panels, it looks like they might not be saying anything at all. It's really, really interesting how they choose to depict it. But anyway, they talk, they inspire this crowd, the crowd fucking loves it, goes nuts. Pure, like, Beatles mania level shit. And then, that's this one, Talking Body. For #blessed, which is the one that is a spoiler alert, kind of. So I think it's issue like maybe like 15, 12. It's in the second arc, Fandemonium, where at like this giant like conference where all the gods will meet, most of the gods will meet and have like this giant show that called Ragnarok, because of course it's called fucking Ragnarok. So at this giant show Ragnarok, sometimes the gods will choose to give blessings. The only one that chose, and the one that we see in the comic, is Minerva, where she would just lean into someone, whisper something to them, and they would pay like, what was it, 90 or $100 a pop for this blessing. And that's where the move comes from. You are literally #blessed. You don't know if it works. You don't know if they're actually blessing you, but you paid $100 and you are probably gonna act on it anyway. So yeah.
Both of those things sound awesome. And actually, I never. Spoiler alert for the stream. It's not really a spoiler alert because it's not related to the comics at all. It's just a spoiler alert about my own life, which is a weird way of saying that, but whatever. I have never read The Wicked and the Divine. I didn't even know it was something that you read until like yesterday. So that's where I'm at. But I kind of love the idea now that I've been looking into it a little bit. I really want to read it.
And you totally should, because it's great. And like Kieran Gillen is also a nerd, and that's why this is even happening.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, as in like the
As
Kieran
in the
Gillen?
Kieran Gillen, when I tweeted that I was going to make a hack to make The Wicked and the Divine playable, was like, so let me tell you about Monsterhearts. And I was like, girl, let me tell you how I'm already there.
Yep.
Yep. That's an actual Twitter conversation that happened. So, anyway, I'm going to tell you guys about this particular setting. So, you guys, your school, uh, before we do that, do you want to do high school? Do you want to do like early college? You're going to be on winter vacation, but what level of schooling are you at? What's everyone comfortable with?
I'm sort of feeling early college because I've noticed in Monsterhearts games when you do the high school thing, people just like want to like throw sex off of the table entirely because that's
It's
underage
creepy.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if
Because
we're doing early college, then we don't have to worry about that.
It's a little bit less creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
that, and yeah, apparently people don't. I've met people that are like, "Oh, sex doesn't happen in high school." I'm like, "You never apparently went to my high school.
Yeah,
Fuckers were
basically.
banging everywhere. Well, not in the
Oh,
school,
man.
but like,
Oh, okay. That wasn't. Alright, that was just me. Alright, so
well, I
anyway.
mean,
Well, not me. That was just my school.
Mad's responsible for all the sex in Gabe's school.
yeah, that was it. That's what happened.
Yep. That's
Confirmed.
how we really met. We just never knew at all. Even though we've never lived in the same city. That's totally what happened.
Or state.
Or state, yeah. So, yeah. You guys are in. Let's say you guys go to Penn State. I think it's a state school, it's pretty well known. But it's whatever. Every winter, for like, I'll say like the last week and a half of break, there's a sponsored trip where like everyone can crowd together on a bus, the school puts it together. It's probably like really one of the fraternities and sororities working together to throw this thing to raise money for themselves. And you all go up to the Appalachian Mountains and just hang out at this ski resort. The town, technically, because they want to keep the historical name of the town. Pennsylvania is all about its historical accuracy. Is called Smuggler's Notch. The resort hates that it's called Smuggler's Notch, but it's just a tiny little ski resort town nestled in the Appalachian Mountains. And every year a trip gets sponsored, partly by your school, to go there. You guys have all managed to get enough money for it this year. Now, Smuggler's Notch does not like that there's this resort that's kind of taking over their town, but they're learning to deal with it. It brings them money. It's okay. But they will be. How do I explain Pennsyltucky? Rednecks that happen to live in a state that until this year was very much not red. Yeah. That's the town that you guys are in right now. Uh See, the resort, however, has been struggling because they keep getting Yelp reviews with people complaining about this week and a half where every year this same fucking school and other schools from nearby take over the resort and the town, and it's awful and it's a mess. And really, you should just avoid the place for like that entire month of January. So the resort is also not really happy with you guys being there. And then other schools, because they were like, oh man, this like fraternity and sorority at Penn State is able to get like half of their school to go to this resort town. We should get like half of our school to go to this resort town. College students literally take over for a week and a half, and it's a little bit awful. But
So I have a question.
yeah.
So a bunch of people are either not happy with this resort or this resort not being happy with the city and
Mhm.
people not being happy with us. Is there like an increased like police deal going on around here? Like are just
Uh,
cops going to like kind of like traipse around every now and again?
so it's
Because
not
I have to
cops.
imagine.
It's not cops so much as rent-a-cops.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
It's
Paul
super
Blart's
fun.
gonna come running
Yes.
around on his little
Yes,
like
you're gonna get that
Segway.
guy that like comes by that's like, hey, you guys, you can't do that. There's no horseplay on these slopes. It's very dangerous. The snow and no one listens. No one ever listens.
Yeah,
But
gotcha.
anyway, let's start with Evelina. Let's do your backstory.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, oh jeez. Okay, so so it says I start the game with 2 sympathetic tokens. Decide whose and what they are. I'm assuming that these can also be NPCs.
Yes, they can also be NPCs.
Okay, I'll think about that for a second. Uh, let's see. I think definitely one sympathetic token should definitely be an NPC, just to make things a little interesting. Maybe it's maybe it's like a sympathetic token from that one like high school, or not the one football like guy, Brad, who's always talking about football and nothing but football. Even when it's not football season, he's like, "Yo, dude, let's talk about that foosball." And we're like, "No, no, Brad, we don't want to talk. Please, no. I'm trying to study. I'm trying to study."
Okay, so we have Brad. He's the JV quarterback.
Of course, he has to be JV quarterback.
Look, he's a freshman. Like, I mean, he's there, he's like on the roster, he still trains with everyone, he's working his way up, but he's still a freshman. Like, he's on this trip because he's not training right now, or like at any of the bowl games.
But he's still got a football.
He still has a football. No one knows where he got this football, because in theory, when his girlfriend helped him pack his bags, there was no football in there. But now there's a football. And he traveled with everyone. Did not have a football on the bus. Suddenly has a football. Just fucking materializes footballs. That's his power. That's his magic power. Alright, so Brad always talks about football. He's probably spending half of the time here with like his phone on a near dead battery listening to the bowl games and talking about like, yeah, coach wants me to like rest up for next season and be ready. So like I'm totally moving up to the starting line.
Like
At least
listening to
that's what he
Sports
said.
Center and
Yeah,
shit.
he's like listening to the Sports Center, the games, has like a feed of all the scores and everything. Yeah, that's Brad in a nutshell. Alright, and then the other part of your backstory. Go for it.
And one of the others caught you rummaging through their friend's stuff, but kept quiet. They get a string on you. Hmm. Uh,
Oh,
hey.
actually, you have another sympathetic token,
Oh, I do have another sympathetic
but
token.
you can figure these out at the same time.
Okay, so Adam, pick a number between. Well, pick 1 or 2.
2.
Okay, who's your friend? What did I find? And how are you cool with it?
One of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, read this to me again because I'm a little. I heard what you said, but I got it a little bit backwards in my head or
I got
something.
it for you.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
others caught you rummaging. So you, Desna, caught Evelina rummaging through your friend's stuff, but you're keeping quiet about it. So what what friend was it, and what did Evelina take?
Mm, my friend is um my friend's Jacob,
Okay.
and plays he plays like a bunch of different instruments, and he's kind of been like trying to put bands together for like a year now, and it's just like all scheduling stuff and stuff like that, like because he can play like all the instruments that he's like giving to people and stuff like that. But yeah, um what am I rummaging through his stuff for? I think I'm maybe he has like a book about like astrology or crystals or some new age self-help book, and I just wanted it really badly. And he had it like mixed in with like school textbooks and stuff like that. And I was just trying to find it because he said he was thinking about letting me borrow it, which of course is direct permission. And I took one about astrology.
Okay, and I'll say you end up bumping into Evelina like while you're leaving the room, and Evelina just seems to be sneaking in, but she kind of stops after you bump into each other, then like bends down and picks up this really nice like ornate bookmark. It's been a little bit chewed on, like has a little like charm on it that was marking a
Yeah,
page that fell out.
yeah.
Evelina, that is what your sympathetic token is.
Okay.
It's
It's
this
like a
like,
bookmark.
yeah, it's a very fancy, like, you know, the ones that have like stones and shit on them? They're made out of metal, like laser cut.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do
absolutely,
you
I
never look
do.
at anything at Barnes and Noble, like right next to the cash register? Oh my god.
Nope, never.
Rude.
I go in, I ask how the person's day is going so far. Hopefully it's not shitty. Tell them to have a good day. I give them the money and then I leave. I usually do the last two in reverse order, but you get it.
They're kind of the best. They have like tassels on the end and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one has, instead
Mine's
of
primo.
tassels, has like stones and chains on it.
Gotcha.
It it's not very masculine looking, but it's whatever. Who cares?
When you said stones
It
and chains, I was
matches.
thinking like actual like rocks and then like biker chains and shit. And I was like, ah, oh, dude, this sounds kind of metal. And then it's like, oh, no, it's definitely not at all. I'm like, ah, okay. We're not talking about
Yeah,
the metal ones. Okay.
not that.
I
Like
was like,
those kinds of stones, but like cut into
Oh,
very small
okay.
shapes.
okay,
Like
okay.
I was
like
imagining like
quartz.
stone skulls or something.
No,
That's what
it's
I was
like
imagining too. I was like, this has got to be like either
what
just
the
like rocks you could like beat people with, or like skulls, and then
no,
like a
they're like
like a
little
chain from
pieces.
a bike or
They're
something,
like
or
little pieces of quartz. Some of them are like cut into specific shapes, some aren't. No.
I was like, dude, this bookmark sounds kind of metal. Where can I get one? And then it's like, oh no,
Christ.
oh, okay, never mind,
Christ. Oh my god.
never mind.
No
Okay.
tassels, only stones.
Okay.
Yeah, but like maybe what like you're leaving, and then I like kick the door and like keep it open, just grab the
Yeah.
bookmark real quick, and then it's just like,
And there's definitely this moment where you guys like look at each other and it's
yeah,
like
we're like, all
uh
right, we weren't here. Yeah, it's okay. We weren't here. We don't know anything about this shit.
Yeah, so Desna, what do you think of this? Like, Evelina just stole this guy's, and you know those bookmarks are like $10 each. Like, what do you think?
I think I just presume that Evelina, like, do I have an impression that Evelina is one of Jacob's friends too, or
Um, Probably up to this point, it's like could be, probably isn't. Who really knows?
that's what I was thinking was the coolest probability too. So I'm just sort of like I would be shy about that, and I'd be like, oh, borrowing something too.
Yeah, so Evelina, there's this like unspoken expectation that you're going to return that at some point, the which returns literally nothing ever. So,
I have a cool idea.
mhm.
Because I probably know what I'm going to do with a lot of my backstory stuff, and I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of other stuff with Evelina. So I think this is the chance I use to like connect with Evelina, and I say, "Oh, we should go get Coco at that weird um, like
Yeah,
coffee
there's a
house
little,
that's on the resort or whatever."
yeah, there's a little coffee shop.
Primo, yes.
All right,
So
Sounds
like,
good.
so,
yeah. Okay, great, cool.
uh, Desna, let's go through your backstory.
Okay, great. I invoke strong emotions with my mere presence. I give everyone one string.
Yep. Oh, also, you have one string on Evelina, which is that promise that yeah, you're totally gonna get like coffee, cocoa, whatever later.
Okay, cool.
Right, so everyone has one string on Desna just by mere presence. And the second one.
There's one person I've come to truly trust in my newfound godhood. Take a string on each other.
And define your relationship.
Yep, define your relationship. It didn't quite go all the way, and I was like,
Yeah.
I need to scroll over a little bit so I can read the rest of that. And the one I'm picking for that is Wendy.
Yay! I'm not just a crazy stalker.
Nope.
I mean, sometimes the mortal has someone that cares about them back. This is literally the only
Sometimes.
time I've ever seen it. So, yeah. What is your relationship? Are you guys just really good friends and Luna wants more? Are you guys like actually an item?
First groupie.
Um,
Servant.
I think I just I had like a month where nothing I could think about was anything except that I'm feeling all of this God stuff going through me, and like I'm doing stuff that I've never read online and blah 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 blah. And uh I just really needed to verbalize that to someone so that it's not just all in my head and making me go crazy. And um, I just barfed all of that on Wendy all at once. And um, now Wendy has my secret. And I'm starting to get like attachment bonding feelings with her as well.
Okay. I'm sorry if this is a dumb question, but oh wait, is the secret gonna be like secretly messaged to me or?
Oh, it's just that
No.
like Desna's not actually comfortable with being a damn god.
Oh, okay.
I have
Also,
this
the whole
infinite cosmic
dying
power and
in
I don't like it.
there's also the whole dying in 2 years thing. when you're
Well, I mean,
like,
Exactly.
that part would suck, but
you're
it's
like
like,
what, 19 maybe? You might see your 21st
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
a drink before
Exactly.
you hit, get a drink before you kick it.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
Pretty much. And like the entire weird part about this too is I was just playing some D&D, some old Pathfinder with my friends, and like I was playing a cleric, and then I got this whole like complex playing the cleric because everybody could depend on me and crap. And then I was like, holy shit, my goddess is great. And then suddenly it's just like I had like a little bit of fascination with like um occult stuff and thought forms and tulpas and crystals and new age crap already. And then I just one day was like overcome by this thought form deity thing, which I didn't really have words for. And now it's just all real and super weird, and I'm not used to it, and it's crazy.
What literally happens in The Wicked and the Divine is at some point in the recent past, an old woman that looks like nothing but wrinkles and somehow still animate flesh comes to you and is just like, your life sucks, right? Guess what, motherfucker? You're one of the Pantheon. You'll be loved and hated and adored for 2 years and then you'll die. Your entire purpose for these 2 years is to inspire the world. Congratulations, your new name is insert here.
Man, I absolutely
Totally.
love the god insert here. They're great.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, it's different for each of the 12-ish people.
It might have been something like the old wrinkled woman said, like something like Astarte or Asteria or something like that, but all I heard, like via magical bullshit, was like
You
the
mean
name
being a
of something
teenager?
I could actually, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, like, actually, like hearing with my like vision ears, like hearing her say a different word.
And now you guys are just fucking gambling. Just gambling.
All I'm saying is I deserve my rematches. It's
You-
in my clause. I
you
get a
get-
rematch.
Alright, for explanation for YouTube, where this is eventually going to go, I decided to institute Revlo and the Revlo bot for eventually working on another game where there's going to be Twitch integration so that people would have currency to work with. Unfortunately, it announces itself when you go live, so everyone is been fucking with it and betting when I'm not talking directly to them. Blue Jay was right. Blue Jay, you were right, and I've just turned into a gambling den, and this is not what I wanted.
Okay, so I want everyone right now to just go ahead and tweet at Blue Jay that she was right and just turns everything into a gambling den. Just do it.
No,
Just
don't
everybody,
do that.
everybody let her
But
know.
anyway. Let's see. Who do we still have? We have Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy to do backgrounds and strings on.
Right. So I think the only thing I select is backstory, right?
Yep. The mortal always goes last, which I definitely did that on purpose and not randomly picking people. Um. So yeah, you declare one person to be your lover, which is Desna,
Mhm.
and it specifically says lover. Wendy has them deep feels for you, no matter what.
Yeah. And to Desna, I'm just someone that like Desna blurbed to and like got
Yeah,
feelings
like
for, right?
you had a nice moment, a connection. You could be really good friends. At least for
Yeah.
right now, you could be really good
It's
friends.
a little bit more than I might have led you to expect, but by the way I phrased it. But when I'm saying like bonding feelings, I'm like, yeah, I'm assuming this is a friendship,
Yeah,
but
it's like
that's
a
not really
close
what I
friendship.
want.
Okay. So maybe you both got a bad case of the feels.
Yeah, but I'm scared
Alright.
about it. I don't want to go too deep into that because I'm scared that
Perfect.
Wendy
That's
doesn't feel that way.
perfect. That's exactly what trips into the mountains that you might get snowed in are for. Right.
Okay, yeah. So obviously it's just not. I think that sort of like whole true love, dedicate your entire life thing to it happened like um during the splurging thing too. Like I think before Wendy sort of like attached herself to Desna because like she's always sort of like attached herself to Desna since Desna became Desna, you know? But before that whole splurgy thing, it was mostly just because like Wendy was scared and was looking for, you know, a god to make her less scared of being. And not so much of a wreck all the time. But like when Desna just splurged her, Wendy was like, "Oh shit, he's a
Even gods
person,
have, yeah, even gods have feelings.
and he's beautiful, and I love him, and he's so complex, and all this." And then that's sort of where Wendy is right now, just like in awe love, I guess.
Alright, that's legit. So everyone
So,
has feelings except for Evelina, who's probably gonna fuck everything up.
oh yeah, and
Perfect witch.
Desna, you get free strings on me.
Yep, Desna
Perfect.
gets 3 strings on Wendy, Wendy gets 1 string on Desna.
Holy shit, this is the best. I have 4 strings on Wendy. This is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Alright, so instead of what you would normally do in Monsterhearts, where you like set up a homeroom seating chart or like figure out dorm situation, I mean, I guess we're figuring out dorm situations. We're figuring out the rooming arrangements. So, one of you guys managed to get out of the normal rooming arrangements, where it's 3 to 4 people to a room, and you're all of the same gender identification. Who was it, and why, Gabe? Why did you get out of the rooming arrangements? Or Evelina?
I'm not gonna say that maybe certain hexes were cast, but I mean it would almost think magically that my roommates somehow didn't show up. Weird, right? It's crazy. They all got sick.
So Evelina's roomies all got sick.
All 3 of them.
Got
Yeah, I know, it's
sick.
weird. All at the same time. Crazy. Must be a thing going around.
Yeah, so everyone that would have normally hung out with them, and the school is trying to promote, like, I won't, you know what, no, I'm gonna go with the thing that they would say. They're trying to promote diversity between different kinds of groups of people. The fraternity and sorority had to agree to that in order for the school to partly sponsor, like, any part of the trip. So, yes, your roommates were probably not people you would have gotten along with. Alright, so all 3 of them got sick and had to stay home. So you're in a room alone. We'll see if